Good morning, campers. This is Crusader Rabbit KBNY 5962 starting our broadcasting day. And today, for your viewer enjoyment, we're going to bring you film loading on the Leica 3F black dial. And one thing that I kind of hesitated to do was to purchase a Leica 3 because you had to trim the film. And I thought, I saw people loading the camera and trimming the film. And you can see how this is kind of a long leader here. And I thought, am I really going to enjoy doing that? Is that going to be an enjoyable camera experience for me? And I always shied away from it. So, the first thing you do, well, you have to trim the film. And about the only problem that I had, they suggest to make all of your edges very smooth. And the only thing I can suggest is be careful when you're cutting, because I actually tore the film at one point and had to start over again. So it's film's fragile. So we're going to open up the bottom, he said, bottom of the Leica. We're going to take a real long time doing it. No nails. And there's directions, good directions for open and close, written in English, and I'm in German. I'm assuming German. I'm assuming English. And then we just pop this open, and we put this in a safe place because we don't want to lose that. And there's directions here on how to do it. So there's a take-up spool that just pulls out. And the take-up spool has a little knob at the bottom. See that? And then that's flush. And your film canister is mostly flush. And also has a knob at the bottom. So knobs go in the same direction. You can see the knobs going in the same direction. This is the front of the camera here, and this is the back of the camera here, so the back plane is back here. So your film is going to be going in this slot back here. Okay. So what we have to do is, on the take-up spool, there's a, on the take-up spool, there's like a little clip here that holds the film. And you want to put the film in emulsion side, gray side. I'm shooting black and white film, so it's gray side up, and you want to put it right in there. It's kind of a tight fit. I find it kind of helpful to kind of wiggle the film a little bit. And what you want to do is that you want to get this whole arrow colored by the emulsion side. You can see it's working its way in there. I think I'm binding on the bottom there. I want to try to do this again. Oh yeah, it's much easier. Part of the thing is I'm having problems doing it on camera. I'm kind of wiggling while I do it. And we're almost up to the arrow. And you want to get the whole arrow colored in. And see the arrows partially, like the first 3 dots of the arrow there. And that's it. We got the full arrow. Yay, the full arrow. Okay. And then we're going to insert the film. These go in the same direction, and they go up. And you get your film. It's going to slide in the back plane there. And you want to make sure that everything goes all the way down. And you might have to like rotate this a little bit in order to get the film cassette all the way down. And then you want to make sure that's all the way down. And then we're going to make sure we're on advance. And we're going to roll our film. And it looks like that's working. So I'm going to put the bottom on. And the little mark, the little cutout here is going to match the cutout in the leatherette. That's the way I remember it. Or I guess you could remember that the tripod screw mount goes onto the uptake roll. That should just push right down. Everything is nice and together. Now we can close the camera. Well, once again, this is not an instructional video. Did I mention this? This is primarily a video where I'm loading the camera, and then hopefully you in the comment section will tell me what I'm doing wrong. And then we can, both me and anybody else happening to see this video and read your comments, can see how to do this right. So I should be able to turn this, and the little dial on this should revolve, letting me know that it's turning properly. And there's like little nubs. This is movable. The exposed frame counter guide down here is movable by turning it by the nubs. So you just want to like grab a nub, and then you can put this like a couple positions before the 0. There's little clicks in there. And then you can advance and click, and advance and click, and you know you're on 0. And you should see this turning at the same time that you're turning this, along with that turning. And when you're done, like you've taken a bunch of exposures and you're all done. Then you can flip over to release. Then you can come over here, you can grab this and pull this up. It's a lot easier, it's harder to rewind down here. Thank goodness they let you pull it up. And there's a little directional arrow here that tells you which direction to wind in. And then you can wind and take up all the film that you put on the reel. And when you get to the part of the film, the leader, that's socketed into the take-up spool, you'll actually kind of feel it. It's like, oh, right there. It's like I'm right there at the end. I'm going to be pulling it. Right now I'm pulling it off that spool. Boom, it's off the spool. So I know that all the film is in the cartridge, and my leader just came off of the spool. So then I can go ahead and open. And I can take the film canister out. And the film hopefully just slides right out. And that's it. That's loading and unloading the film canister on the Leica 3F. Of course, we're done. So we can put the body back on and close. And man, this thing's built like a tank. You know, it's like I was. And now that's not too hard, and that's the only reason why I never bought one of these cameras. They're fairly reasonable, and after doing it, you know, it's kind of silly not to experience that, because gosh, that's kind of fun. Okay, well, that's going to be the end of this video. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the show. Loading film into the Leica 3F black dial. Please leave your comments below where you can tell me how I'm supposed to be doing it. I'm probably doing it wrong. So, you know, let me know. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is Crusader Rabbit KBNY5962, ending our broadcasting day. Good night, campers.